let's check in with the First Lady, who this week issued an apology for likening the Latino community to breakfast tacos. I wish I was joking.
Diversity of this community, as distinct as the Bogotas of the Bronx, as beautiful as the blossoms of Miami, and as unique as the breakfast tacos here in San Antonio.
What the hell is a Bogota, James? Any ideas?
It's a bodega.
Well, not when Jill says it's not. Well, Jill Biden's racial commentary wasn't some off-the-cuff gaffe. It was a prepared speech. Several people in the White House and on her staff approved that train wreck, which prompted the National Association of Hispanic Journalists to respond with this statement: "We are not tacos. Do not reduce us to stereotypes." You know, before the Bidens were in the White House, the National Association of Hispanic Journalists never had to release statements clarifying that they are not, in fact, tacos. Even Hillary Clinton, as First Lady, was a little bit more sensitive in her commentary. Can you imagine the unbridled hysteria that would occur if Melania Trump made a similar comment? But the bulk of the US media continued to behave as the Democrats' propaganda arm this week, either minimising the incident or using it to attack Republicans. The LA Times went with the headline, "We are all breakfast tacos," and claimed it wasn't really Jill Biden who was at fault, but right-wing provocateur. I can't say that word, James. English is a second language. Acting in bad faith. While ABC went with the leftist media's favourite Republicans pounce narrative, reporting that, yes, Republicans pounced on social media saying she was comparing Latinos to tacos. Well, yes, she was. That's why they said it. And there's good reason why the Democrats and their media mates are worried. They can read the polls as well as anybody else and can see how the Latino community is turning away from the Democrats in droves. They do not share the Democrats' radical left-wing social policies, nor the reckless immigration and economic policies. As The Hill pointed out, GOP, that's the grand old party, sees chance to steal Hispanic voters from Democrats. You see, the left think they own ethnic voters. They're going to be stolen. Isn't it downright racist to suggest an ethnic minority group belongs to a political party? El American editor-at-large Emmanuel Rincon summed it up when he wrote, "These people think that Latinos are the property of Democrats, and that if they vote Republican, it's because the GOP is stealing their property. For the Democrats, Latinos are tacos, uniforms, without the ability to reason. Modern slavery." And the Latino community is waking up. And funnily enough, it was Donald Trump, who the media portrayed as racist, who increased the Republicans' Latino vote. And that trend has continued, thanks largely to the inept presidency of Joe Biden. According to the latest New York Times poll, Biden's net approval rating amongst Hispanics declined by 71 points since January 2021. Another major poll paints an even grimmer picture for the Democrats, with only 1 in 4 Hispanic Americans approving of Joe Biden's performance as president. We're now seeing Republicans win seats with majority Latino communities. Mayra Flores is the first Mexican-born congresswoman, and she is a Republican who flipped a US House seat in South Texas that was historically a Democrat stronghold. But look at the treatment this proud conservative woman copped from CNN. "These GOP Latina candidates are not the real deal," they said. That prompted this scorching response from Congresswoman Flores. She said, "As per CNN, I'm not the real deal. Maybe I'm not the right type of taco." Well played, lady, well played. And the exodus will continue if the Democrats continue to neglect and patronise the Latino community and push policies that socially conservative Americans find abhorrent. And perhaps next time the Democrats want to do community outreach, they'll do better than have Jill Biden compare Latinos to tacos. Now, I wonder whether Jill's speech was inspired by the comedy stylings of South Park.
I'll give you taco flavored kisses, honey. Fulfill all your wishes with my taco flavored kisses.
alongside
the maracas going.
Rita, I know
Wow.
that I've been talking about tacos on this station for 3 or 4 days now. I am so hungry for
a breakfast
I want a
taco.
breakfast taco. I just want Old El Paso sponsoring the show. But